Hello everyone, we are group number 5 and we have come up with this amazing idea of personalized automated wardrobe line application. So before getting into it, I want to ask you guys a couple of questions. So do you have problem figuring out what you want to wear in the mornings?
Yes.
Do you most of your times you say that you don't have anything to wear?
Yes.
So the PAWLA can be a solution to that problem. We know that there are a lot of smart closets out there, but there are many issues with them. Firstly, they are a filing system. They are tedious and laborious. They are not anticipatory of the RFIDs. That means they are not using the current technology of RFIDs, which is out there, and they require additional expensive identifiers. So we are making use of a future technology where all the clothes are going to be incorporated by RFID tags by their manufacturers with all the necessary information about the clothes. So, how will PAWLA be worth it? PAWLA will help you to pack efficiently for the trips. It will greatly reduce, your outfit selection time. It will provide you additional revenue and it will be the best organized closet.
Alright, now we have an introduction of what PAWLA is. Let me go deep into what are the functionalities that PAWLA can provide. So the top 3 functionalities PAWLA offers is 1. Automated entry and tracking of wardrobe. 2. Notifications of donation and selling opportunities. 3. Travel clothing recommendation. Let's look at the first functionality. Let's say I decided to go to a nice restaurant and I wanted to know what is the dress appropriate dress for it, and PAWLA can help me with it. All I need to do is let PAWLA know the location of the restaurant, and let PAWLA will with the help of a third-party website, it'll look at the temperature there and let me know what is the suitable kind of clothes that I can wear for this occasion that I have. And so PAWLA also has some of the users everyday locations that are already saved in it, so it can automatically look up to that location and recommend you the appropriate outfit for it. It leverages the emerging RFID technologies, and it is very less expensive than proprietary tagging. And what PAWLA helps us with the RFID tags is it can automatically update the information about the clothing into the database. Let's look at the second functionalities. It is donation and selling opportunities. All we know is that we already know that most of our closets, we have a lot of these clothes that are way back from 1960s, 70s and 80s, which are still existing and which are still there out in the closet, and we are not even utilizing them. So instead what we can do is this feature helps us to either donate the clothes that we aren't currently using or sell them over eBay or Amazon or other third-party retail websites that can help us earn some revenue from selling our clothes that we aren't currently using. And this will also help us to have a more efficient closet.
Traveling is one of the core features that PAWLA provides. User here enters the destination, travel days, and most importantly the weight limit that he is gonna carry while traveling. This is very useful while you are traveling via airlines. PAWLA will suggest the clothes not only considering the weather of the destination but also the weight limit, and it will give you the list of all the clothes that you can carry, and this really simplifies your life. Now let's look at the data needs that PAWLA has. So first of all, PAWLA will connect with all the RFID tags that are incorporated or inbuilt in the clothes that have come from the manufacturers. So from RFID tags, it will fetch the purchase price, clothes category, color, and all these details, so that user does not have to save everything manually. PAWLA will utilize all these details to figure out what clothes are suitable for that particular recommendation. Secondly, it will connect with the weather website to understand what kind of weather it is, snow, rain, wind or sunny, and what is the temperature, and it will match the clothes with that weather conditions to fetch the suitable clothes for the user. Third connection is with eBay. On eBay, user can sell or donate the clothes. PAWLA will let you know your old clothes that are sitting in your closet, and it will direct the user to the eBay website where he can donate or sell the clothes, and it will also alert the user whenever a clothing item is sold or donated with the receipt number, sale amount, and all the details. So database design shows how data files in PAWLA will be saved and arranged in the third normal form. Also, BPN diagram will show the process flows, and the steps of the flows can be seen in the sequence diagram.
Okay, so now we know a little bit about PAWLA as well as some of the data needs. Now we need to take a look at the financials. So how is PAWLA actually going to make money? Well, the first scenario that we considered was kind of going it alone. That is, developing PAWLA on our own and marketing and selling it and doing everything that we could. And we have a bit of a breakdown here for you, but the main number to look at is the operating income. That is the profit that we would get. Now we are going to make a profit by the 5th year, but as you can see, even for a startup, that's not as big as that number we really want that number to be. It's only around 300,000. So because of that, we've actually come up with a different market entry strategy that we think could be more profitable for both us and everyone else involved. What we'd like to do is we would like to partner with high-end furniture retailers as well as high-end construction companies and use PAWLA as kind of an add-on for them, something that they can sell in addition to some of the things they're already selling, the furniture, the houses, things like that. Both industries have been increasing over the last 5 years, year over year. Furniture's been increasing by about 5%. Construction in the U.S. has been increasing about 6.5 to 7%. 6.5 to 7%. So looking pretty good for both industries. So we really do think that we can join with these industries and really make some good margins earlier on and not have to wait for that 5th year. Now, as far as scaling goes, that's really going to depend on a few different factors. The first thing it's going to depend on is how successful our current strategy of partnering with these industries will be. If it's more successful, obviously we think we can scale faster. Now, that also depends on if the growth in these industries continues, both in the construction company and in the retail industry, as well as the general economic conditions of the United States. If those economic conditions are good, obviously we think we can scale faster as well. But that also closely ties to the discretionary income that people who are purchasing PAWLA would have. If they have more discretionary income, that is, if they have more money to buy luxury items like PAWLA, then we think sales also would increase as well. But what we really want to get to is how that money is going to come in. Most likely revenues are going to be the percentage that we're going to get from the construction companies when they sell PAWLA along with the houses. Same thing with the furniture retailers. We're going to get a certain percentage that we get from them selling PAWLA, and that's really what's going to go into our pocket. But that's not the only thing that we're thinking of. We think in the future, as we build out some other functionalities, we think in the future that we could get additional revenue from in-app purchases. So what people would do is they would buy a premium version of the software, and we would actually have designers, up-and-coming designers, that would be able to give suggestions and then also even provide some of the clothing items that they want to sell on the app and be able to sell them directly to the consumers. But that's not the only way. Like I said, we're looking at some potential functionalities as well.
So what are the potential functionalities? We know that PAWLA is going to make money. We know that it's going to be a hit. But there are potential functionalities that we want to draw your attention to. Some of these functionalities include like social outfit coordinator, like a coordinator who would help you select clothes, a coordinator who would help you assist in knowing things. It could be either a designer or a person on social media. So that is how you interact with people on social media, by following bloggers and having user assistants like user reviews and other things to guide you in your fashion sense. Another great feature that we'll be adding is biometric recognition, which would take out the tedious way of logging in every time using your email ID and phone number or whatever ways you log in. It would just help you recognize your face or your fingerprints, and that could be an easy login process for people who have multiple people logging into the same PAWLA system in one particular house.
NLP is also another thing that we're planning to introduce, which would translate voice to text. It could give assistance to uh, it could help interpret the user needs. It is basically an assistant to your clothing needs. What are the major takeaways? Yes, PAWLA is a better uh, choice than other competitors, which manually input data, which manually tags items, which manually inputs items, and which would manually need to get suggestions from different sources. PAWLA aggregates them all, gets into one single application. Unlike current competitions, the PAWLA already understands that RFID technology exists in the market, but it hasn't got the attention in all of these industries. So it knows that it could leverage the RFID technology to improve the database of the system, to improve how we can get the technology together in one piece and uh, give the data to users. Also, we can be rest assured that everyone is going to make money, be it either the construction industry or the furniture industry that we partner with. They could help us make more money, the future economics, and all of these things come together and factor into us getting more profits. Thank you.